Hey guys, welcome back to the board. Last 2 weeks we've been talking about control and controlling what you can control in some weird circumstances. So we're really hoping that you guys have found some things that you can put into practice that you're capable of doing regardless of the circumstance, and that you're feeling a little bit better about the situation with those things. Now with that, the next 2 weeks we're going to be talking about discipline. And this is a great segue from control, because now that we have some things that we feel comfortable with and we feel like we have full control over, we've got to make them habits now. We got to continue to push ourselves to do them, even sometimes when we feel like it's a little bit challenging or we might not want to do them. So the first thing I want to talk about with control is this a negative word? Is this a negative thing? I think a lot of times our experience with discipline can be negative, or it probably has been negative in the past. And when we think about discipline, I know the first thing that comes to my mind is maybe I'm being disciplined. Maybe that's a physical punishment, or I'm being yelled at for doing something wrong. And that's kind of where our head goes with that. But what our goal here today is going to be is to get past that and realize that self-discipline is actually a really great thing. It's a positive thing. We can use it to our advantage. Okay. So quote for the day is that self-discipline begins with mastery of your thoughts. Sound familiar?
Mind mastery equals life mastery.
If you don't control what you think, you can't control what you do. Self-discipline enables you to think first and act afterward. This is a lot of similar stuff to what we talked about with Josh in our last AMP session, is being able to control our own mind. And then because we've seen ourselves do these things and we've thought about them before, we can do them again. So what is self-discipline then, based on our quote? Well, we know that it is knowing what we have to do. It's reminding ourselves, and it's doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it over and over. Again, like I said, even if there's a time that we feel, hey, I don't really want to do this right now, it's a little bit harder today, I'm a little extra tired today, or I'm just feeling a little lazy, I have to go do it. And we usually wind up feeling way better when we do those things, regardless of how we're feeling. So in a way, self-discipline is really a repetitive, mindful action. It is us doing something with purpose and for a reason over and over and over again. Okay. What are some examples of discipline in volleyball? Well, these are also some things that we can control, which is good. Those are related. Our defensive positioning is one of those things. Just standing in the right place and being in our base, or being in the right spot against a certain hitter. That's something that we have to have the discipline to be able to make the correct move or stand in the right place every time. Same thing with our blocking posture. I love seeing three blockers get up to the net, hit a really great posture, get their eyes ready, and run in there fast through transition on every single play. And holding our platform, that's another great example of us being disciplined. At the end of a pass, and we're just holding that platform at the very end, that takes just a little bit of self-discipline to remind ourselves, hey, I have to do this one thing at the end and make sure this is going to be a good rep. Okay. How can we train discipline at home? Well, the good news is just training at home means you're already doing it. You're already in a great place, and you guys have been doing such an awesome job and sending us in videos of you training at home. That there alone is a huge step toward remaining self-disciplined and continuing on with your training even when it's hard. So you're already doing it. Nice job. I want you guys to start thinking about how can we add some additional purpose to our training as well. How can I add a goal into my training? How can I make my training as game-like as possible? Can I do more than just simply pass to myself 100 times in a row? Or can I try to make this a situation that's going to be a little bit more like a game, like I'm passing to a target? Okay. And lastly, of course, be mindful. That's a word we talk about all the time. But if we can have that idea in mind of being so technically mindful and have an outcome that we're looking for, and really thinking about the things we're doing instead of being mindless, that is helping us build our self-discipline, holding ourselves to a standard, okay? So explore those things, and please send us more videos of you guys being creative and practicing at home and showing that self-discipline that you're building, okay? For this week, we've got a skills video coming out on spiking. We have a workout on Thursday that's going to be some vertical jump training. We have Volley IQ. Our videos are going to be on jumping and attacking and kind of how we put those two things together, but you'll see both of those things in separate videos. And for our systems, we're going to be talking about our defense, okay? Defensive positioning, where should we be standing, why, and when do we go to a different place depending on who's hitting. Saturday, we're back at it with some game day visualization with Josh. He's going to be leading us through a game ready. I want you guys to treat this like a game day. Get yourself prepared mentally heading into that session. Get your uniform on, look like you're ready to play, feel like you're ready to play, and then let's see how great we can make that visualization session, okay? And of course, we're looking forward to team meetings next week where we will discuss all of this. Hopefully, we're disciplined through those calls as well, okay? Good luck. Remember, send us some videos and push yourself this week.